So we've heard the Browns have to get it right this offseason. Here's an interesting question. Is it more important that they get the draft right, meaning you have the second overall pick and you have the chance to get, potentially generational talent? Or do you have to get the quarterback right? And they may be mutually exclusive.
I mean, would you love to get the quarterback right? Yeah. I mean, if they're in love with Shador Sand, I think that they would love to take Cam Ward. I don't think there's any doubt about that. The problem is it feels more and more every day like the Titans are taking him, and there's no chance the Browns are moving up to one unless I would think the Titans are going to make the asking price so ludicrous that it's just almost impossible to do that. So but listen, my theory on this has been if they love Shador Sanders and they believe he's the solution to their situation, even if you view him as like an Andy Dalton plus, there's a reason to take that player there. There's a reason to believe he can be a big part of the problem solving you need on offense. I would be fine with that. It has to be a unified love for the player from everybody involved in the scouting process to the top of the line with Andrew Berry and a buy-in from ownership, right? All of that would have to be there. And who am I to question that if it comes to fruition that they go that route? I will be open-minded to it. I think that we could all agree outside of the stretch Joe Flacco had, which still even had a slew of turnovers. We haven't seen much quarterback play that is reminiscent of any of the average to above average to, God forbid, great quarterback play we see around the NFL. So that would be a welcome sight. Doesn't sound like, if you listen and take Jimmy Haslam's word yesterday as gospel, which I don't know why he would lie on this, but like it doesn't sound like they're inclined to force that. You could talk yourself into, hey, they have to get a rookie quarterback here and they have to get a rookie quarterback contract because of the Deshaun stuff hanging over their head, whatever. Like it's not hard to get to the point where you feel like they are backed into a corner. But everything they're saying collectively, between Jimmy down to Kevin, is we're not going to force ourselves to pick somebody we don't believe in. And even if that, like Jimmy said yesterday, means a multi-year sort of scenario where they're being patient and they are trying to bridge the gap between their quarterback and who they ultimately maybe move up to get to be the guy. I think they want to do that, but they also know that they're, again, direct quoting this, like there are really good players in this draft and they want to support the roster getting really good players as often as they can. So I think it sounds unified in the way they're viewing it. I think there is a very important week with Colorado's Pro Day and spending time in private workouts with both of these quarterbacks, and obviously spending more private time with Shador and trying to watch him throw live and feel all that stuff out. But your question's fair. They need a quarterback, but it does sound like they're not saying get it done this offseason or you're all gone. So it sounds like there is at least from Jimmy's perspective, a willingness to understand that if they don't love this guy, let's wait until the next draft and see what cycle, like what does it present, what should we do, and kind of go from there. So I don't think that they're going to force that pick, but I also wouldn't rule out like they could love. This is all smokescreen season. They could really be all in on Shador behind closed doors, and that's the direction they're going, and we don't know it yet. So we'll see.